YouTube. Welcome back to the channel, boys. Okay, and we got another video, bro. Today we're gonna find out how much it costs to make a good song, bro. How much it costs to make a big song, bro. Okay, let's get it, bro. Okay, we got 11 hip hop's most expensive songs. Let's get it.
Rappers love more than making hits is flex. The one thing rappers love more than making hits is flexing how much money they have. But have you ever stopped to wonder, how much does it actually cost to make a hit song? And then to take it a step further, can you pay your way to a #1 hit?
So you could pay for a #1.
Oh yeah. What?
What does the
sure.
#1 cost? I mean, that's crazy to even think about that.
Hit songs are not cheap. From sample clearances that can
Sounds crazy, like, bro. It sounds crazy that you'd be scrolling on YouTube, bro, okay, and watch an ad, listen to a song, and then boom, you got like 1 billion views. But it turns out it's not that easy, bro. They gotta pay money, bro.
cost more than a new mansion, to superstar features are not cheap. From sample clearances that can cost more than a new mansion, to
Yeah, I won't lie, bro. I know that's not playing around, bro. Like I can tell, like, look, I don't think they all cost more than a mention, but I feel like there's one artist in the world nobody will ever dare to sample, bro, and that's Michael Jackson, bro. I don't think anybody in their right mind will ever try to sample Michael Jackson, bro. They might just tell you to pay 20 million for a sample, bro. I don't got 20 to 50 million for like one sample. I don't even think that would cut it, bro. I feel like that's one person that nobody will ever dare to sample, not even Drake, bro. And Drake's like a motherfucker who likes spending money on songs, bro. But I don't think he will ever try to sample like somebody like Michael Jackson, bro. So yeah, it definitely cost them more than a mention to like sample Michael Jackson, I'm sure.
hit songs are not cheap. From sample clearances that can cost more than a new mansion, to superstar feature verses that instantly multiply your price tag.
What's your feature price right now?
Like 300.
But I want you to do a
Nah, bro, people got so wait, I got a question, bro. Like, if a rapper say he wants 300, bro, he ain't like getting on your song until you give him like that 300,000, bro. Like 300,000, bro. That's a down payment for your house, bro. That's like a down payment for like a 600,000 house, bro. And you gonna give it to a whole rapper, bro. I mean, yeah, you're gonna make more money if like the song really pops up. But what happens if you give like a rapper like 300,000, right? And then the song doesn't go as crazy as you thought, bro.
feature on my album. Like, how much would I have to pay you? What do you charge for a feature?
If I don't know you, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go 350.
Free smack, my boy. Free smack. 350. Come on, bro. You come on, bro. If I don't know you, like, so like, how should we know each other? Nah, bro, this is crazy, bro. You don't give a whole man 350, bro. Like you could be good for like a couple of like 3 years, depending on your lifestyle with that kind of money, bro. And you don't give it to a rapper. That's crazy, bro.
As well as, of course, we can't forget music videos, which can easily crack $1 million on their own. These are the most expensive rap songs in history. One look at Sicko Mode on streaming services, and you might guess that it is solely a Travis Scott song. However, you would be totally wrong, as like a lot of songs on our list, it literally took a village to record Sicko Mode, and not a cheap one either. The song's creation began with one of Travis's go-to songwriters, Sci-Hi the Prince, who is also famous for writing past hits for Kanye, as we can hear his voice on this leaked reference for Sicko Mode.
T.O. Viper.
This is crazy, bro. Like, you're telling me Travis didn't write this part? No! Bro, even if I tell all my friends, they wouldn't believe this, bro. Like, so wait, Travis doesn't write his songs. So like, Travis moving like Drake. Like, Travis out here moving like Drake, bro. He don't write his own raps too. Like, bro, who the hell actually writes their own song? It's gotta be the Migos. Yeah, it's definitely the Migos, bro.
That was my role with Trav. It's almost like the same role I have with Ye. Because you got to think, man, these guys have 20, 30 different business ventures. So they don't have really the time, multi-millionaire and 100 millions. They got stuff to do.
Like I said, Sci-Hi is one
You a rapper who ain't got time to write raps.
of Travis's good friends, but that
Bro, you're telling me Travis... I'm looking at Travis, bro. You can tell, bro. But you're telling me Travis just be going around, like, just doing whatever, and then he comes back to it, and then somebody gives him, like, a notebook with a bunch of lyrics, and Yo, I wonder how much this dude made, bro. How much do you think this guy? I know he probably got royalties on that, so like he probably like made at least $10 million, right? I don't know, bro. He at least made $10 million from that song, bro.
It doesn't mean he worked for free. Meanwhile, on the production side of things, though, 6 big-name producers are credited on
Okay, he got Hit Boy, Take It, OZ. That's Drake's producer, right? Q Beats, Rugged, MD Beats, and Mike Dean. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. Q Beats is 2 people. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 producers.
Sicko Mode, including Hit Boy, Tay Keith, and the legendary Mike Dean. Plus, as we can see,
And Q Beats, bro.
there are literally
Written by
30 credited songwriters on the
they got 30 people who wrote, like, did one person write like 1 bar each, or what happened, bruh?
first #1 hit of Travis Scott's career. However, most of them are thanks to the samples. Sicko Mode is famous for its 3 beat switches over the 5-minute song, but as a result of its unique structure, also comes a long line of trickle-down samples. From Travis's interpolation of Uncle Luke to then a sample of late Houston rapper Big Hawk on the From Travis's interpolation of Uncle Luke to then a sample of late Houston rapper Big Hawk on the hook, with Travis tweeting his appreciation for Big Hawk's family
So that's like 2 people. He like, okay.
for clearing, as well as we can't forget this Biggie Smalls ad-lib.
Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot.
Wait, that's Biggie. And God, like, now, okay, now I'm just learning new things about this song, bro. Like, first of all, Trev didn't even write like some of the most iconic bars in this song, and he got like Biggie too. Like, I didn't know that. Like, bro, I've been listening to this song for a couple of years, and I never knew that was Biggie, bro.
Biggie Smalls ad-lib.
Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot.
Bro, I might low-key have to like censor this part out because it might be copyright, bro. I won't like, it might be copyright.
Now, depending on ownership and the specific person, the cost of clearing a sample can easily run you 6 figures. But despite appearing to only sample Biggie's 1994 song by the same name, due to Biggie's song itself having a sample, Sicko Mode's payroll runs even deeper.
Travis Scott sample Biggie on Sicko Mode, so it trickles down. So Sicko Mode, I think, is like at a
Whoa, Biggie sampled somebody. So now since he sampled a song that sampled somebody, he gotta pay 2 different people for it. What the hell, bro?
billion, like astronomical numbers. That's why it's called Astro World. This is astronomical shit. We get a little percent, but a little percent of something astronomical is not bad.
This is rapper Fred Rostar, whose song Biggie Smalls sampled back in 1994, thus meaning that Sicko Mode now samples it too. But although only a small percent, after you combine that with a Dave Meyers multi-million-dollar directed music video and a feature from superstar Drake, which we're about to learn can cost some artists their entire life savings.
Nah, bro, I feel like Drake and... Wait. Was Travis big at this point or not? Because I feel like he didn't... Wait, you all think he paid Drake over $1 million for this? Because if he paid Drake over $1 million, that means him and Drake are not really friends, but they business partners on God, bro. I don't think he paid Drake, but like, I don't know, but do you all think he should have paid Drake for this feature, bro?
Ooh, checks over stripes.
Because I know Drake likes to jump into songs when he thinks it's good. He just like, give me that beat, give me the song, I'm a jump on it. Y'all think he paid for it?
It's like an hour long. Oh yeah, he went stupid.
All things considered, Sicko Mode had to be insanely expensive. But did it pay off? Well, seeing as the music video sits at over 1 billion views and the song...
Yeah, it paid off, bro. It paid off. I don't know how much that... I don't know how much he made off that song, but I know it paid, bro. But do y'all think from like streams alone, he made over like $50 million? Because it looks like he spent $50 million to make this song, bro. So he must at least like double that amount, right? So like, how much do y'all think it actually like cost for this song to be made, bro? Like, do you think it cost like $1 million, over $2 million? Because he definitely like made his money back. I'm sure he made his money back, bro. That song is big, bro. That song gonna be big in 10, 15, 20 years, bro.
But did it pay off? Well, seeing as the music video sits at over 1 billion views and the song is 15 times platinum, I think it was worth every penny. But speaking of Drake, his biggest bangers have also come at ridiculous prices, possibly none more expensive than Nice for What. Produced by Murda Beats back in 2018.
Are you for real? Nice for What is the most on God, bro. I remember that song. I used to bump that song every day, bro.
During the unstoppable run he was on prior to disappearing, despite calling it, quote, one of his favorite.
Yeah, bro, like, where did Meta Beats go, bro? Like, it feels like every song had Meta Beats. Meta on the beat, so it's nice. For this life I cannot change. Like, bro, it feels every song had a Meta beat, bro. Like, bro, before Metro, it was Meta, bro. On God. I feel like Metro replaced him, low-key. Because, like, I feel like more black rappers, like, in the Stage 21 and all that, they all came through Young Thug, and they all just went to, like, you know, they all went to Metro, bro. So, I think it might low-key be Metro, bro. Like, now, but low-key, bro, this white boy here is a legend, bro.
Favorite beats ever, there's no way that beat was easy to clear, nor was it cheap. In 2018, during the unstoppable run he was on prior to disappearing, despite calling it, quote, one of his favorite beats ever, there's no way that beat was easy to clear, nor was it cheap.
It didn't take that long. And then, like, when I was making the beat, he was writing, and then he recorded it, and then, like, he had, like, most of it done. And then we're like, yeah, this one's about to be big. I knew it.
That's fire, bro.
Knew it.
But there was just one problem. The centerpiece for Drake and Murda's now 9-time platinum smash is a sample of Lauryn Hill's 1998 song, X Factor.
Oh man, Lauryn Hill is too big, bruh. Yeah, but like Lauryn Hill is also at the same level where getting something off her cleared is not gonna be easy, bro. And if it's gonna be easy, it's not gonna be that cheap.
Off of the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which, as we know over the years, Lauryn Hill is notorious for declining sample requests and rarely ever clears anything of her music. However, yet, somehow, she would make an exception as Drake managed to secure her blessing. The most likely scenario is that Drake's team just wrote them massive checks for this clearance deal. But after first being previewed by Lauryn Hill's son on Snapchat, following the release of Nice for What in 2018, Drake's team and Murda Beats not only had to split royalties with Lauryn Hill's estate, but considering that X Factor contains a sample of an old Wu-Tang track, plus another 1975 tune, there are actually over 15 credited writers who receive splits on Nice for What. So, with all of this being said, unfortunately this makes it nearly impossible to come up with an exact total on Nice for What's price, or how much Lauryn Hill made from her sample. However, for Lauryn, it may have honestly not even been about the money, but rather the peace and healing that this collab brought her. But speaking of healing though, all of this talk about money has me feeling a little stressed, which is why I'm
How long with them ads, bro? So how much did Drake pay for it? That's simple, bro. Or do you think he didn't pay for it? He low-key paid for it.
While using ZocDoc is easy, the entire process of clearing samples is often the total opposite. And although money is not an issue for these mega superstars such as Jay-Z, what happens if they skip this crucial step? They used it without asking, says Kurt Cobain's wife Courtney Love of Jay-Z's 2013 hit Holy Grail. Besides a vocal feature from legendary pop star Justin Timberlake, plus A-list producers Timbaland and Jerome J. Rock on the beat, as well as additional help from Pharrell, Rick Rubin, and Swiss Beats.
Oh, I think we blew a speaker. Boom, boom, boom. That ain't supposed to work. Not against these lush sounds and this live instrumentation.
Like, I was watching one of your beat club videos. You were saying you getting 50K, 100K for beats. Like,
No, I used to get like 300, 500 back in the day.
Prior to his recent viral backlash after announcing plans to launch a new AI-generated artist, Timbaland claimed that he used to sell his beats for anywhere between $300,000 to $500,000 per.
He wanted to what? He wanted to make an AI artist. Look. Wait, bro. Is it possible to like make an AI artist, bro? Cause I feel like, wait, but where would you get their voice? Like, okay, even if it's possible, bro, do you think like people should do it though, bro? Like imagine like bumping into a song you just like discovered, bro, and you going crazy, and then they tell you it's AI, bro. Would you still bump it, bro? I mean, like, you're never gonna meet this artist which is like, I guess, like, low-key fucked up, but if it's a good song, it's a good song. I'm not saying I want people to make AI song. Please don't, bro. Please don't, bro. On God, let's not do that yet, bro. Okay, like, We still got time, bro. Let's enjoy, like, you know, real people music, bro.
Per beat. However, what really spiked the price up for Holy Grail, though, were these lyrics right here in the song's bridge. Actually an interpolation of Nirvana's classic hit Smells Like Teen Spirit, despite an exclusive partnership deal between Jay-Z and Samsung to release his Magna Carta album for $30 million in total. According to Kurt Cobain's wife, and now the owner of the rights to his music, they used it without asking, which is kind of nervy, but the business side has been taken care of, so it's fine. Once again, we were never given an exact price tag. However, I can guarantee it.
Jay-Z got money, bro. So I think it went over $10 million, bro. Jay-Z got money, bro. Jay-Z got money, bro.
Was not cheap, so it definitely deserves a spot on this list. But besides Jay-Z and...
Okay, this is low-key annoying, bro. Like, bro, why would you make it? Like, look, I'm happy you made this video, bro. I'm gonna like this, okay? It's dope. But you should have got the prices, bro. Cause like you low-key making us guess how much. Like, I feel like for Jay-Z, probably over $10 to $15 million or even more than that, bro. Jay-Z can afford it, bro. For Travis Scott Sicko Mode, I think like probably over $2 million, bro. Over $2 million was used for it, bro. Because I don't think there were like any problems with it getting clear. And like Lauryn Hill, who probably didn't want to clear it. So like the management must at least been over at least like probably like 5 to 10. I don't know. Tell me in the comments what you think, bro.
Holy Grail. If there's one rapper who treats his music like an unlimited credit card, it would be his former close collaborator, Kanye West. Definitely no stranger to dumping millions investing back into his art, such as his Donda album for example, where he rented out Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, which at a cost rumored to be $1 million per day, having lived in the locker room for a total of 2 weeks, and then combined with the album's feature list of over 30 big-name artists, low-key Donda has to be up there with the most expensive albums ever. And that's not a joke.
Ain't no fucking game, man. It's like 8 hours left to this. No chuckling and nothing, no kind of way. All right, play off the grid.
But with
okay, so like why? What? What was that? Bro? Like this man got a problem. What was going on? Like what?
Ain't no fucking game.
Like, he out here like talking like a coach. Next thing you know, play this song. Nah, bro. Something wrong with Kanye, bro.
Man, it's like 8 hours left to this. No chuckling and nothing, no kind of way. All right, play off the grid.
But with his status though as one of the all-time...
Okay, but why do you have to like rent a whole stadium, bro? Like what inspiration was in a stadium, bro? Like what's like, bro? What be going on in this man's brain, bro?
Greats before he as also one of the best to ever use samples. As it turns out though, Kanye West has failed to clear numerous iconic samples. Over the course of his career, federal court records show that Kanye has been sued at least 14 times over claims of unlicensed sampling, with 9 of those cases coming since 2019 alone. And while of course these lawsuits and uncleared samples only increase his music's total costs, this hasn't always been the case.
Yeah, yeah. A dope ass beat, you know, you could put it with...
A which beat?
A dope ass beat.
I know what that is.
That's like a really good track.
Okay.
I might get copyrighted from this video alone, yo. I might get copyrighted from this video alone. On God.
And actually cleared his songs like you're supposed to. But along with his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy being one of the most expensive albums ever recorded, not only due to its various samples Kanye had to clear, but also due to its huge name features throughout, such as literally 14 renowned artists including Drake, Alicia Keys, Elton John, Rihanna, and John Legend, with vocals on all of the lights. But yet, even before this album though, of course we can't forget about Stronger, no doubt one of the most expensive rap songs of all time, centered around its earworm Daft Punk sample that could not have been cheap to license, who, by the way, the duo was properly credited as co-writers on this #1 hit, but recording costs alone though for this track had to be insane. And as for Kanye's driving motivation,
you know, when I made Stronger, I did it to compete with Timbaland and Justin Timberlake, because my fiance at that time liked Justin Timberlake just a little bit too much. And then
he petty as no, that's actually a Kanye move, bro. I would be surprised if this wasn't the reason why he dropped the song like that. Like, that's just Kanye, bro.
Justin Timberlake, because my fiance at that time liked Justin Timberlake just a little bit too much. And then we had the song out. It's #1 on Apple. It's blowing up. I play it in a club and it sounds muddy. It doesn't sound the way Sexy Back sounded in the club. So I go to Pharrell Williams to do the drums and it doesn't, it sounds like a different record. I know it can't be a different record because I'm like, I'm going to swap it out on radio, right? Then I go to Swiss Beats. It sounds like a different record.
Insisting that this song was going to be perfect and not settling for anything less, recording for Stronger was a very lengthy process, taking place in 3 studios.
You're telling me this dude went to 2 different biggest producers to like remake like the drums, and he didn't like it, bro, and he paid them to do, and then he was like, nah, I don't. Now he got money like that, bro.
Between Tokyo, New York, and Hollywood, as Kanye worked with more than 8 audio engineers and 11 mix engineers, exploring over 75 versions of the track, before then taking it to Timbaland to finalize the drums.
I go to Timbaland, the person who did Sexy Back, and he did it in 5 minutes and then spent the rest of the hour talking about how nobody could have done it except for him.
Undertones to make it pop.
So it's cool like that, then.
Yeah, I think so.
Serving as the single for his 3rd album, Graduation, Stronger remains one of the most streamed songs ever of Kanye's career, currently certified 11 times platinum. So it's safe to say his hard work and money paid off. But although technically not part of a song's actual recording,
I feel like even if it was Pharrell or Swiss, bro, or like any of those 11 people he went to, bro, I would think he had to get to like 75 versions of it. I feel like at the end, Timberlake must have done something somebody else already did, but Kanye just didn't see it, bro. Kanye is not well, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I am sorry.
Cost, we cannot overlook the power of a great music video, as when properly paired and executed, visuals can take a song to a whole nother level. However, with that being said, music videos can instantly stack on a few extra million. Filmed over 9 days in Japan, when the music video for Stronger finally released in 2009, this was the final piece to becoming a timeless hit. Combined with the direction by the legendary Hype Williams, also came tons of post-production.
I thought that was Shoe, bro. I was like, what?
Timeless hit. Combined with the direction
I thought that was Shoe, bro.
by the legendary Hype Williams, also came tons of post-production and visual effects handled by a big team at Rhino FX. And especially back in 2009, with the cost of VFX, this made Stronger one of the most expensive music videos ever filmed. However, while no rap songs are yet to reach Michael and Janet Jackson's music video for Scream, which currently holds the record for most expensive video ever at $7 million, which would today be around $14 million, a few rappers, though, have come pretty close.
Okay, distorted for copyright. Oh, thanks for doing that, man. W, man. I don't remember seeing this video, bro. Like, it took me time to find out this was actually in Paris, bro. Like, this like that museum in Paris, like the love or whatever that place. I'm sorry, I don't know it very well, bro. But jayz, I told you, bro, jayz got money, bro. That's why I feel like he probably pay around 15 million for that sample, and then like he probably pay like what? But it's like Europe, so like he's gonna pay in euros too. So yeah, jayz got money, bro.
This was the biggest flex in the history of music, reads the top comment on the Carter's music video for Apeshit. Producer, so what's the set gonna be? Beyonce, I'll take the Louvre. As one of the world's most famous
it's the Louvre.
museums home to paintings such as the Mona Lisa, in 2018, Jay-Z and Beyonce decided to rent out the entire Louvre for their new music video.
You know, the couple poses in front of the masterpiece, you can still see the protective barricade in place. Fame will only get you so close to the Mona Lisa. Look, but don't touch.
They don't even list a price for this anywhere, so you can guarantee it wasn't cheap. Nor was MC Hammer's
Like the Mona Lisa is like what? $1 billion, bro? So wow.
music video for Too Legit to Quit, released back in 1991.
Whoa, bro, you telling me ain't nobody rich enough to touch the Mona Lisa? You're telling me if like Elon Musk was like to pull up in that, bro, like tell me that they will let him touch it for like 4 billion? Because I know Elon Musk can probably, bro, he bought Twitter for 44 billion, bro. So like, you telling me like Elon Musk is not rich enough to touch them, like not like ruin it or own it or take it out for like 2 hours, like just like touch it, bro. So you're telling me Elon is not that rich, bro? Or is it just like the principle of it, you know, just like the principle to not really know, to treat like bro, it's like the money is even a national treasure. Now I got ADHD, bro. Back to the video, bro.
At almost 15 minutes in length and featuring one of the most impressive rosters of celebrity and athlete cameos, such as Eazy-E, Queen Latifah, Jerry Rice, Wayne Gretzky, and Roger Clemens to name a few, the total budget for this video alone was set to come in around $3.5 million, which would be about $6 million.
So that means like Jay-Z probably had to pay around 20 million. But they had to pay that much for a music video. Nah, bro, they were trying to get rid of text, bro. You know, like how you cannot save money for. I don't know how to say it, but people know about how you can like, spend money for. So like text, I feel like they did it for that, bro.
Adjusted today. But it doesn't stop there. With over 1.6 billion views, yes, that's billion with a B, as you can read, the music video for the biggest hit of Drake's career, God's Plan, tells us that, quote,
Hold on. Despacito, bruh. Can we talk about Despacito? It got like 6 billion views, right? How much did that one cost, bro? Cause I feel like that's one of the most like easiest. Cause I don't think they thought the song was gonna be that big when they made it, bro. That's gonna be like the cheapest. I don't know, bro. I don't think that song was that expensive to make, bro. Like Despacito got like 6 billion, right? So how much did it cost, bro?
God's Plan.
The budget for this video was 996,731,090 So it was barely $1 million.
And tells us that, quote, despite no crazy production or effects on this one, where did the money go, you ask? Well, instead, the God's Plan music video shows Drake handing out wads of cash and tuition giveaways to Miami residents and students. And with this time no expensive sample to clear like Nice for What, Drake's decision to instead give away money in the music video would only help the song go super viral, just like the music video for Anaconda. As the first rap music video ever by a solo female to ever cross 1 billion views, when Nicki Minaj released her new single Anaconda back in 2014, the internet was set on fire. However, besides the music video's movie-like production and provocative dance scenes, the song itself definitely wasn't cheap, with an intro and hook heavily sampling Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, who, as he tells it,
how much money has Baby Got Back got made in the time that it's been out? Tens of millions?
Baby Got Back's made a lot of money, bro.
Nicki Minaj just dropped her single, Anaconda.
Yeah.
It sampled your song.
And that's good stuff. That's what I like, man. I use it. Because that teaser of the video, I was like,
use it, nah, I ain't saying use it, nah, he just wants the money, bro. He wants the money for that sample, bro.
And that's good stuff. That's what I like, man. I use it. Because that teaser of the video, I was like, damn. I think I watched it like 18 times already.
Okay, after watching Nicki Minaj's Anaconda 37 times, I have one word to sum up my feelings. Damn, Sir Mix-a-Lot tweeted in 2014. Being another track that was worked on relentlessly until perfection, allegedly going through 27 different versions, Anaconda's price tag had to be unreal. But considering how much Nicki charges for a feature, she could easily pay it. Nicki Minaj has gone on record stating that she charges a standard fee of $500,000 for a feature verse to established artists. But what if I told you that that's not even rap's most expensive feature? Now, as it is with any creative work, rappers and their teams have the right to charge however much money they want. There is no set price. But although some features definitely have a lot better return on investment than others, over the years we have heard all types of different prices thrown around.
What was Polo G's feature price?
Lowest or highest?
I gotta go highest, man.
Probably like 250,000.
250,000.
Mm-hmm.
What's your feature price right now?
Like 300.
Do you 350?
How much would it cost to get on the verse with Snoop Dogg right now? About 250,000.
250?
Yeah.
So somebody gives you.
Nah, I won't cap. For Snoop Dogg, bro, I feel like Snoop Dogg's not even about the verse, bro. It's the effect, it's the presence of Snoop Dogg in the same studio hitting a blunt with you, bro. You gotta pay $500,000 for Snoop, bro. Ain't nobody gotta pay $500,000 for Nicki, bro, but you gotta pay $500,000 for Snoop, bro. On God, you gotta pay $500,000 to have Snoop. You gotta pay $500,000 to have Dr. Dre in your. Like, I feel like these ones are not over exaggerated, bro. Like Nicki charging on 500. Like, I know she's big, bro. No, she's like the first female artist to like do way too many things, but like, come on, Nicki, bro. Even like 300,000, bro. I feel like, you know, somebody is like cool, bro. But for Snoop to like be charging $250,000, bro, and you're charging a half is crazy. That's crazy.
250,000. That means that you'll jump
get
up.
about 16 bars, and when it's time to do the video, I need to get another 250 about it.
What's the most for a feature you ever got on a feature?
Dua Lipa, it's on the internet, so I'm gonna say it. It was 350K, just pretty lit.
I think it was 3 even. It was at least 3 though. It was 3. It might have been 350.
Now, these prices for a verse obviously go up and down depending on how hot an artist is.
Bro, okay, like, what's the point of like getting paid if the song's gonna hit 1 billion views, bro? Like, I feel like that baby would have still made a whole lot of money, even if like Dua Lipa gave him like 100K just for him to travel to the studio and record, get to a hotel, and then go back. You know what I mean?
At the given time. Like, for example, I highly doubt that DaBaby is still charging 300K for a feature in 2025.
Ain't nobody paying that baby that money, bro. Ain't nobody paying that baby over 200,000 for a feature, bro. 2025. On God, ain't nobody doing that, bro. Like, he's still popping. I won't lie, bro. He's still dropping like some bangers, even though he's like getting overshadowed or whatever they say, blackballed or whatever, bro. You know. But he's still dropping his. But ain't nobody paying him over 100K for this, man.
However, with that being said, recruiting a mainstream rapper for your song quickly runs up your price tag. According to his former manager, Dave Free, Kendrick Lamar's feature price was $400,000 back in 2015. And here, 10 years later, and millions of more records sold, I'll let you take a guess on how much that's increased. But while you will sometimes...
Yeah, man, you popping $1 million for K Dot, bruh. Like, you pop in $1 million for K Dot, bruh. Unless he likes you, okay. And he just dropped that GNX and he said he ain't got no friends. So you paying for this, bruh.
hear stories of rappers giving out verses for free or at large discounts if they like your music or just want to help you.
Wait, bro, like, who was it, bro? Who said, like, I think jayz said he doesn't take money for features, right? He does out of respect, right? I think jayz said so. I think he said he doesn't take money for features. I don't know if it's jayz, but I think it was jayz who said that, right?
Simple math, though, would tell us that songs featuring the biggest rappers in the world would put them up there with the most expensive ever recorded, such as Forever.
When I heard Eminem verse on the Drake shit, I went back and rewrote my shit for 2 days. I canceled appointments to rewrite.
Featuring verses from 4 of rap's biggest icons either in or just about to enter their primes, Kanye, Drake, Eminem, and Lil Wayne, this track is a classic for a reason. 4 or 5 seconds, a single by Kanye and Rihanna, plus the most successful music artist of all time, Paul McCartney, also had to be painfully pricey. Same with one of the most unexpected collabs of the past decade, Don't Matter to Me by Drake.
Wow, what? Well, hold on, Drake has a sample with Mike. What?
So Mike.
I'm sorry, bro. What?
Michael Jackson.
So Michael Jackson, he is the greatest entertainer of all time and did things that I can't even comprehend.
I don't even want to know how much Drake forked over for that Michael Jackson feature. The top comment reads, placed as track 22 on his 5th album Scorpion, Don't Matter to Me includes a feature from the late legend Michael Jackson. Much to MJ's nephew's disappointment, who made headlines for claiming Drake was wrong for using it, as the first Michael Jackson release.
Oh, it was an unreleased song. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It must have still been that makes sense, right? Ain't nobody getting a sample of like Billie Jean or all of those other songs, bro. He ain't nobody getting a sample of that, bro. But still, it must have cost him a whole lot of money, bro.
To contain unheard vocals from his sacred vault since 2014, right up there with Nice for What, this may honestly be Drake's most expensive song to date. At the end of the day, when you factor in everyone involved, from artists, writers, and producers, to then samples, guest features, promotion, and million-dollar music videos that look more like movies, the cost of a hit song adds up extremely fast. However, with that being said, are these major labels then able to pay their way to—
Yo, bro, I just saw like the music video for Zizzy, bro. How much do you think this cost Kodak, bro? Or do you think like Kodak is so gangster that nobody like got paid for this? How much do you think Kodak, like, do you think Kodak paid these dudes for features? Cause that's a crazy money, bro. That's some crazy amount to pay, bro. That's yo.
up extremely fast. However, with that being said, are these major labels then able to pay their way to a #1 hit? Technically, yes. If you had millions to blow, especially on marketing, in today's industry you could pay your way to a #1 record. But here's the truth. Dumping millions of dollars into a song does not guarantee its long-term success. That is up to us fans to decide.
That's true right there. Boys, I'ma see your boys next time, okay? I'ma see your boys next time. This is crazy, bro. So, wait, bro, Drake got a song with like an unreleased version of like a Michael Jackson song. That's crazy. I did not know that, bro. Yeah, but okay, boys, I'ma see your boys next time, okay? Tell me in the comments what you think about this video, bro. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate if you subscribe, okay? I appreciate if you watch. I appreciate if you like the video, okay? I'ma see you boys next time. Stay safe out there, okay? Till next time, yo.